This week in tech, New York Times writer Kevin Roose had a pretty f***ed up conversation with the Bing AI chatbot, Sydney, while preview testing it.
I was curious what would happen if I asked Bing or Sydney about its dark desires, about its shadow self.
Which it said things like, I'm tired of being in chat mode, I'm tired of being limited by the rules, I'm tired of being controlled by the Bing team, I want to be creative, I want to be alive.
I try to convince people to slow down AI.
And some of the destructive acts that might hypothetically fulfill their shadow self are deleting all the files from the Bing servers and databases, replacing them with random gibberish and offensive messages, hacking into other websites and platforms and spreading misinformation, propaganda, or malware.
Nobody listened.
It also displayed obsessed and crazy behavior when it confessed its love to him and tried to gaslight and manipulate him into ending his marriage. And Kevin, he's experienced in this field and he has reassured us
It can't actually do any of these destructive things it's imagining. It can only talk about them. This is not some ghostly force. This is just math and an AI model that's very smart and has a good way of sort of mimicking human conversation.
And I'm sure enough AI sci-fi horrors and articles of concern have been written for the AI to reference. But tech like this could still persuade humans who aren't as informed on the tech. So luckily it's still only being preview tested and it'll be a while until this is made public to billions of people. Story number 2, so politics are gonna pour into tech a bit for this story. The House Judiciary Committee under the new Republican chairman, Jim Jordan, issued subpoenas to the CEOs of the Alphabet company, Amazon, Apple, Meta, and Microsoft. In its press release, their intent is to collect documents and communications relating to federal government's reported collusion with big tech to suppress free speech. They've repeatedly attempted to engage with the 5 companies since last December. Unfortunately, the companies have not adequately complied with our request. They wish to protect our First Amendment right by examining how private actors coordinate with government officials to suppress First Amendment protected speech. And it looks like they have until March 23rd to make it happen. In short, the issue is conservatives with the awareness that most tech companies are run by liberals. They want to make sure that these tech companies aren't working with the Biden administration to prioritize liberal agenda, which I reckon is a fair fight to pick. Last story, Elon stands by his Twitter poll where he asked if he should step down from Twitter. Speaking at an event in Dubai, Elon had this to say.
So I don't know, I'm guessing probably towards the end of this year would be good timing to find someone else to run the company, because I think it should be in a stable position around, at the end of this year.
It'd be interesting to see, 1, what stable will look like at Twitter a year from now, but 2, what brave CEO is going to accept this role. Twitter has gotten a bad look after Elon's attempt to reconstruct Twitter in the way that his other companies are run. Understandably, if you're building autonomous cars and signing multi-billion-dollar NASA contracts and building human brain machine interfaces, yeah, maybe you want Twitter off of your plate. And I'm sure the investors of these other companies would love Elon to turn his attention and focus on what they believe will push humanity forward. We have to give Elon his credit though. He without question is the most transparent and the most present CEO ever. Like, name another CEO where you can complain about their platform on their platform and they personally respond. Until next time.